I think Zenith has been interested in what the engine was going to do. We're always interested in selling an engine irrespective, but we've always been interested in what the engine's going to do and how it's going to do it.
Our product range of the business is broken into three sections. There's a mining section, a general engineering, fabrication, machining, and then the backbone or the main part of the business is our relationship with Isuzu Power Solutions. Zenith Engineering is a manufacturing family business. It's been going now almost 80 years, and we are the marine distributors for Isuzu. Growing up around this workshop my whole life, always been involved in the marine industry. I love the marine industry. We are marinising the generator or the A-class engines from 14 kVA through to 100 kVA. We're working on a 200 kVA set at the moment, marine purposes. And for the propulsion side, we'll marinise the Isuzu range from 50 horsepower through to about 165 horsepower. We also have access to genuine Isuzu marine propulsion engines. They're all manufactured in Japan. These engines start off at about 80 horsepower and carry through to 720 horsepower. Zenith also manufactures land-based open frame radiator cooled gen sets. As dealers of the Isuzu Power Solutions products, we do have access to the Isuzu land-based water pumping units, the farming and irrigation, and the super silence radiator cooled gen sets. The important point to make is that all our manufactured components, they've been designed and developed specifically for the Isuzu range of engines, and obviously heavily tested and adopted over many years.
Isuzu and Zenith have had a working relationship for over 46 years. A really long relationship that's really stood the test of time, and I think it's just a really good match. What I've seen, the quality and the workmanship is absolutely second to none. I've been fortunate enough to travel around the world, see different machining shops and engineering shops and fabrication shops, and the work that comes out of this workshop is some of the best that you'll see around the country, if not the world.
Everything is assembled here in this premises, and I suppose the fact that we've got control over the manufacture of the marine assemblies, I suppose gives us a bit of an advantage. We've gone through each sized Isuzu engine, developed an appropriate cooling package, which has been improved over the decades, and there's quite a substantial process that goes through.
Every component went through the CAD process, every component was tested. We'd never sell a product till we had spent months load testing and looking, and quite frankly, we've never had a failure of any consequence that I know about.
Our componentry has got to be able to match the engine. There's no good if the engine's going to outperform the parts that we put on it.
We're not interested in any other brand, quite frankly. One, because the Isuzu is so reliable, and two, because the amount of effort we'd put into very accurately building a kit to turn that engine into a unit that will operate commercially in a boat without problems.
What I've learnt with the engines, their quality, reliability just outsurpasses anything else on the market, and I'd back them over anything.
The reliability that comes with the Isuzu that, you know, a lot of the fishermen and a lot of the boat operators actually really thrive on. They want that reliability, and the Isuzu name is synonymous with reliability.
We're Walker Seafoods Australia. We're the biggest wild caught tuna and swordfish fleet in Australia. We work out of Mooloolaba on the Sunshine Coast. We have demand from the top chefs in the world for our high quality products. We rely on our very, very advanced refrigeration systems to be completely reliable, and that's where the Isuzus come in as well. For it, our refrigeration systems have to be exact and perfect to hold the fish's colour and fat content in the best possible state it can be unloaded in. And there is nothing more important to us than the reliability of our refrigeration, our generators and our main engines.
The engine or the generator or whatever that piece of equipment is, it's actually going into a business to make someone else money. So the reliability that product has to come, because it's their livelihood, is so important. And that's the piece that everyone understands in the Zenith and the Isuzu business is, if this goes out and it doesn't do what we all say it will do, it's going to cost that person their livelihood.
We started using Isuzu gensets probably 10 years ago, just on the reputation in the fishing industry. We've not had to replace an Isuzu genset in the last 10 years, so they're getting some serious hours on them. We've been dealing with Ken and John, and Ali's a fantastic guy, and nothing's ever a problem, and been supplying gensets to us as we've replaced the other gensets in our fleet. So we now have 10 Isuzu gensets. We've gradually replaced all the others in the fleet to be 100% Isuzu, and we're very, very happy with everything, the service that Zenith provides, the quality of the builds. Couldn't be happier.
If we had reliability and warranty issues, we wouldn't be here.
The staff at Isuzu were very pleased with what we're doing. Moreover, they knew the success because they never had a warranty claim. Never.
We open our sources of information to Zenith, so they've got full access to all the things that they need to do, because we trust them and we know that they're going to use it in the right way.
The design and engineering is constantly happening. Whether you hear something from a customer that may have had an issue or something, then further design development has to happen to that part of it. So we're always working on something to improve the product more, which has been happening for 40 years now.
They've listened to the customer and what the customer's asking for, and taken the best parts of the Isuzu product and engineered it together. And I think the packaging is spot on.
And we develop a package for a customer. It's going to be reliable, it's going to last them for the life of the engine, depending on the application, whether it be 30,000 hours or 100,000 hours, the engine's going to do the job for them.
So the ongoing support service that one Zenith offers, but also the network that Isuzu has around Australia, customers can really rely on, being able to support what's sold.
Our understanding or belief here is that they can call us anytime, more than happy to assist with anything. And I think that is also probably a backbone of our business, and should be for any business, is the customer service side of things.
Boating is in the blood. Isuzu powered the South Pacific for a period of must have been 30 years without a glitch. Ron Jennings, a very well-known fellow, international sailor, Olympic sailor. Very early in the piece actually, Ron had the need for a 20 kVA marine genset for the boat.
We've had that generator checked by experts, and they just say, she'll go forever. Anyway, that seems impossible, but it's happening. You go down and just turn the key, it starts immediately.
Our knowledge of boats allowed us to work very closely with the industry.
The staff are incredible here. Each and every one of them done an extraordinary job for so long, and they're all incredibly knowledgeable in their particular fields, whether it be fabrication, whether it be diesel engines, whether it be the electrical side. They're absolute gurus in what they do, and I think people do like, particularly in this day and age, the fact that we are a family-run manufacturing business still, and everything is made in Australia.
I've enjoyed mostly the period whereby the first generation did what they could in the environment they were in. I was able to pick up at that point, and thankfully I've been able to pass on to my sons to continue the process. It's extraordinary how they've first of all loved the industry as I did, but secondly picked up on the process, the applications, the correct engine for the correct application. The business has the history, and the history drives the business. And I'd like to see the Zenith continue on and continue doing what we've done so well since 1945. And the boys are ready for the new era.